Madam Chief Justice Beverly McLaughlin, dear Senators and Members of Parliament, representatives of the Canadian government, dear colleagues from embassies and commissions around the world, dear friends and guests, ladies and gentlemen. Bonsoir et bienvenue à la résidence allemande à Rockcliffe. Thank you for joining us in celebrating the 26th anniversary of Germany's reunification. Merci d'être venu pour célébrer avec nous la fête nationale allemande, le jour de l'unité allemande. Liebe Landsleute und deutschsprachige Gäste, herzlich willkommen in der deutschen Residenz in Rockcliffe an unserem Nationalfeiertag, dem Tag der deutschen Einheit. Let me use this occasion briefly to mention three developments that are of great interest for Germany and Canada. The first development is, of course, our bilateral relationship, which is excellent, has been solid in the past and continues to grow closer and friendlier every year. There have been high-ranking visits across the ocean in both directions. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and Chancellor Angela Merkel have met many times in the margins of multilateral summits, and we hope to see the first visit of the Prime Minister to Germany in the near future. Other visits included ministers and members of parliament, representatives from various companies, from the provinces and from the culture and science sector. Germany is among the leading trade partners of Canada, and German investment in Canada, as well as Canadian investment in Germany, has created employment opportunities and growth in both countries. And there is close friendship among our people. 3.2 million Canadians claim some German descendants, and people from Germany come to Canada as tourists, students, scientists, or businessmen. Emigrating to Canada was a dream of many young Germans after the Second World War. Today, many Germans come to Canada to enjoy this vast country full of magnificent landscapes, unspoiled nature, the 4 distinct seasons, and the warmth and hospitable people from coast to coast. The second development I want to mention is Canada's and Germany's shared responsibility in this age of globalization and the global challenges that we are facing today. Our two countries are members of the NATO alliance, of the G7 and G20 coordination processes, and we work together in many international organizations. From climate change to pandemic, health risk, political and economic conflicts, the fight against terrorism and crises in the Ukrainian and Syrian land, there has been hardly a challenge where Canada and Germany have not joined hands in an effort to find solutions. Our visions and objectives are very compatible. They are based on common values and ideas and the congruent means and instruments that are at our disposal. Despite the differences in size and geography, our countries have developed similar strategies of conflict management and cooperation. We are confident that together with our partners in North America, Europe, and other regions of the world, we can succeed in finding solutions to the concerns and challenges that affect the people in our countries. Mon dernier point se concentre sur l'Europe et l'Union européenne, la seule organisation supranationale au monde. Parmi quelques membres qui font partie de l'Union européenne, mais aussi par d'autres qui n'y appartiennent pas, comme le Canada, le sentiment commence à se développer que l'Union européenne est menacée de désintégration. Il est vrai qu'il y a beaucoup de défis importants que l'Union européenne doit affronter, comme le Brexit et la crise des réfugiés par exemple. Peut-être il est vrai aussi que pour la première fois depuis plus de 60 ans, le processus de l'intégration européenne doit être révisé fondamentalement. Mais quand on observe le cadre attentivement les derniers développements dans le cadre de l'Union européenne, il faut noter que les pays membres et leurs gouvernements sont déterminés à trouver des solutions aux problèmes. Même la Grande-Bretagne veut continuer à coopérer étroitement avec l'Union européenne malgré son départ. Heureusement, l'Union européenne est aussi en mesure d'annoncer de bonnes nouvelles. The Comprehensive Economic and Trade Agreement, CETA, that has been negotiated between Canada and the European Union is about to be signed and implemented. Germany is a strong supporter of this trade agreement and of free trade generally. We are convinced that both sides, Canada and the European Union, including our own country, will benefit from this agreement. There will be growth, there will be new jobs, and there will be an even closer cooperation also at the bilateral level. Of importance beyond the relationship between Canada and the European Union is that the CETA agreement sends a strong signal to the rest of the world that free trade agreements can be achieved with fair partnership based on common rules and for the mutual benefit of all parties involved. The European Union and Canada demonstrate great leadership. We especially applaud the concerted efforts made by Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and his cabinet, in particular the Minister of International Trade, Chrystia Freeland, in this regard. Mrs. Freeland, as many of you will know, traveled to Europe recently in order to convince personally governments that it is about time to sign the agreement. In Germany, she even convinced the party congress of the Social Democratic Party that Canada would be a great and reliable partner to the European Union. Liebe Landsleute und deutschsprachigen Gäste, wir freuen uns sehr, dass Sie hier sind und wünschen Ihnen einen schönen Abend. Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, je vous souhaite encore la bienvenue et une agréable soirée. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.